Hey, you guys, look at this amazing spread that Spirit did for the 11/11 portal new moon. I pulled it a few days ago. I just haven't had a chance to record it yet. I want to take it off my table so I can use my table again. Just been very, very busy. So I didn't think it would even be this big, but all the goddesses wanted to speak. And funny enough, I had not pulled a couple oracles that I just don't utilize as much. And so as a result, Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary wanted to make themselves, a little bit more obviously present too. So then I was like, okay, I'll pull from your oracles also. And then we ended up with even more. So, it is what it is. This is what they want to talk about. This is what they want to say. This is, going to be a lot of great guidance for your journeys overall, and seeing the bigger picture of it all, okay? So I'm going to do this a little bit differently because some of these I'm going to read from the book, even though I also jotted down notes to paraphrase more quickly and easily. Okay, you guys, I want to start off with what is anchoring this spread, which I forgot to say. Did you notice it was in the shape of a heart? Well, what was at the heart of the heart? Divine union. And I do actually want to read this one. It says, you are made of star stuff. Access the DNA connections to your star family. They are waiting to interact with you. It's also called sacred lineage. Our DNA is like a biological internet. Scientists are finding evidence of alien signals and codes spliced into it. The man and woman in the painting represent this. Each have a lock of hair wrapped around the other, forming the design of a DNA strand. They also represent the Hieros Gamos, or sacred marriage, when sex becomes a conscious ritual of love and divine union between a god and goddess or two human beings. The unification of two inner spirits opposite in polarity harmonizes them into a divine or third quality of expression. This is the alchemy of love and inner balance that can be achieved and experienced. And the sacred sexual union is a recurring topic during this reading, as well as it was a huge focus for the 11/11 workshop that I hosted last weekend too. I hosted along with my friend Jennifer. So a lot of great information in that. I'm going to discuss that another time, but let's keep going. So right now you need to focus on, I wish that I didn't have that glare. I'll try and angle the cards. Focus on going with the flow of everything, allowing spirit to guide you. Don't let the ego center block you or make you stubborn based on 3D thinking. Release those conditionings and just go with the flow and allow spirit to move you wherever needed, however needed. If you have obstacles and stuff that you need to work around, then allow spirit to let you just naturally find your way around them or through them or whatever the case may be. You need to start looking at I don't know why, there we go. You need to start looking at the other perspectives of everything, understanding the bigger picture, putting yourself in your twin's shoes and seeing from the higher spiritual perspective in order to gain a greater grasp of the whole thing. If you are staying focused on the 3D and your view from the ego center, you're holding yourself back. This journey is an ascension journey as well, and it requires you to let go of all that and shift your perspective and your focus, okay? This is all about this period right now. This period of time is all about waking the divine masculine. I mean, some of them, they're all awake to different degrees, right? But just spirit wants you to know that that's what they're focused on right now, is waking them up to breaking free from karmic cycles and waking them up to following their soul paths and their spiritual awakening process. Focus on gratitude consciousness. The more that you can open up to that gratitude consciousness, you are opening the pathways of abundance for yourself in all ways, okay? So that's a huge shift from the 3D to the 5D thinking as well. And actually, it also says honor the sacred in every creation. So that's something else to think about in terms of all of your day-to-day interactions, not just with your twin flame, although it does apply to your twin. Like, see your twin through that perspective, as well as even the karmic partners and other people who are causing difficulties in your situation, okay? Know that you are the oracle. You have the knowledge and the knowing. You have the divine knowledge and knowing within you, okay? And your gifts are in the process of opening up with this journey as well, and you're stepping into your power. So you are going to, over the course of this, get more and more in touch with your intuition, your inner knowing, your higher self, from that sacred knowledge level dimension that helps you step into your full embodiment of who you truly are and the path you're meant to live. And Spirit is asking you to rise to the occasion and to like take a leap of faith and pursue your path, your journey, your life purpose exactly how you are meant to. Don't be afraid. Spirit's got your back. Now, Priestess Isis would like to speak. First, we have Pyramid of Light. Darker energies may be causing interference. There's nothing to fear, only more mastery of your own awareness to gain. Through love and compassion, you will learn how to stop this interference and transmute it to the light. Everything happens through love. Spirit has been showing me this as well, even showing me to love, to even love darkness in a weird way. It sounds weird, but it's about when you show the darkness, whether it's a person or a spirit, that degree of unconditional divine love, it transforms them and heals them so they stop being dark, if that makes sense. Then we have healing the divine masculine. Like we said, waking the divine masculine, healing the divine masculine. The inner masculine is healing right now so the inner feminine can blossom, okay? Then we have the scales of balance, which this one I wanted to read from the book because it goes back to that sacred sexuality again. You are a tantrika, an initiate on the path of divine healing of the masculine and feminine, the two sacred polarities that are universal to human experience. As these energies come into mutual respect and balance, you attain great power, presence, and healing effect in the world of the soul and in the human world of forms here on this earth. You are supported in further exploring this path now under the auspices and blessings of beloved Isis. So you have mastered these tantric practices in previous lifetimes, which is not just about sexuality, by the way. And Spirit is encouraging you to explore the spiritual path of Tantra in this lifetime as well and unlock that sacred inner knowing that your soul has to move forward down your future path with your twin as well, okay? And then lastly, we have the rising sun. Of course, I forgot that I needed to read that one and lost my spot. Here we go. That dark phase and struggle is over. A new phase is upon you, one of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is one through boldness, persistence. It is one through boldness and persistence instead of comma. Even when you felt like giving up, you chose to stay strong, to surrender to the divine and continue with the path. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you, beloved. For the divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is born. Next up is Kuan Yin. So first we have Empress of the Pearl. Great value is born from struggle and adversity. See challenges as ways to expand your spiritual light to empower you rather than focus on suffering. The gates of heaven. Be aware that entities can attach to you and block your progress towards your ultimate spiritual destiny, okay? Which, obviously, Isis already brought this up. A lot of people are under attack right now. I'm going to talk about that more in a different video. Keep that in mind moving forward. Sound of the fierce flute. Discernment between higher and lower vibrational choices and energies is necessary to stay aligned with your higher path and intentions. Notice it said choices and energy, so it's both internal and external, okay? And then we have Sweeping Sister Willow. Kuan Yin cushions you in healing divine love in order to release old pain, forgive others and yourself to gain inner freedom. Okay, that's the end of part 1. I'm going to go to part 2, try and wrap up in the 2 videos. This next oracle is not actually from one specific goddess, but This was the first oracle I got from Alana Fairchild and I just freaking love hers. Like, they have such, what happened to my voice? They have such amazing channeled messages. So I wanted to use this one as well. And I need to read the full message for each one. Sovereign Queen, oops, there we go. Well, it does give it a lot of light and power. Sovereign Queen Maeve. Value what is sacred to you by protecting it from interference. So it's a resounding, like, repetitive message about the interference. Keep that in mind, okay? Because it sheds light on your twin's behavior sometimes. Even that which may be well-intentioned also. Be compassionate, but set firm boundaries. You are going to triumph over a negative situation. It will take courage, but you have more than enough inner strength, resourcefulness, and boldness to accomplish what you wish to attain. Do not give up. You have the ability to connect with higher worlds, so open your heart and mind to the light. Okay, I don't know how to say all these words, okay? Shekinah. Oh, I should also turn to the page. There we go. The spiritual worlds want to help you resolve your worldly concerns. It is safe for you to rely on Spirit as a loving, protective, helpful, and practical presence, able to positively affect all areas of your life, including facilitating the resolution of physical problems. Do not limit your spirituality to concepts. Instead, apply your higher knowledge and principles, grow your wisdom, and live your path. Acknowledge your value as a person, as a soul, treasure the gift of your path, and let your spirituality integrate with all facets of your life. So trust Spirit to provide for you, among other things. Then we have Aurora of Gamma. Oh my gosh, how many times am I going to pass it? This is when I should have hit pause. It is time to let go of what has been. You are swiftly outgrowing your past. Explore and commit to a spiritual practice that supports your personal transformation so that you can cross the threshold before you now. Embrace your freedom to be creative in your approach rather than doggedly committing yourself to your previous ideas or plans. You have the spiritual intelligence necessary to evolve. Continue your healing journey with trust that a positive outcome is imminent. And then lastly, Cupio Dissolvi. It is time to let go. Things are working out in their own way. Trust that your heart is wise and is leading you on a soul healing journey and the right spiritual path. Spirit wants to bring you a blessing and a resolution, but you must let go and allow it to happen. Events are unfolding according to a higher plan. Even if your plans are going awry, know that all will come together at the right time and in the best way possible. Surrender your struggle and hold on to your faith. Now we're hopping over to the Mother Mary Oracle. First, we have Our Lady of the Whispering Heart. Feel and hear her spirit within you, reassuring you that everything is in divine order and perfection and will be okay. Our Lady of Passion. It's time to remember your passions and your purpose. Dream of your fulfillment, knowing that you'll be supported to achieve it. Our Lady of the Holy Fire. This one is also necessary to read. To live is to burn, to grow, and to ignite the heart and soul with passionate devotion to higher purpose. I ask you to honor me even when it seems like what you love is burning away or what you have believed in is failing you. And I can attest to this from the lessons that Spirit put me through just during the Eclipse Gateway in October. There are going to be times when you feel like Spirit is failing you too. But trust in the bigger picture and the divine design of it all, and know that they're not failing you. They just see things and know things that you don't know, and they're guiding you down your journey, okay? I ask you to remain open to me, even if you are in shock, denial, or feel betrayed or broken. To live with an open heart is for the brave souls that love me and are capable of loving the world. I bring you holy fire. It burns through me as spiritual passion and ignites now in you also, my child. You are to receive this fire now and set the heart of the world aflame. And then lastly, Our Lady of Becoming. This is assurance that you are and you will fully blossom into all that you are meant to receive in abundance and in unconditional love on your twin flame journey. and everything will come together and align exactly when and how it is meant to in divine timing. From the Mary Magdalene Oracle, right now, focus on acceptance, radical acceptance of where life is at, no matter what it looks like, because there is a greater plan at play. Because Spirit knows all and Spirit is guiding all, and everything happens exactly how it is meant to. And you don't need to worry. No matter what appears in front of you, you don't need to worry. You do need to trust your spiritual guidance of what it is that you need to do and how you need to handle things, but you don't need to worry. Spirit always has your back. Know that assistance is being given in terms of liberating yourselves from karmic situations and karmic cycles, and liberating yourselves from self-sabotage, from focusing on 3D conditioning that blocks your progress. But speaking of divine masculines liberating themselves from karmic situations, they are going to do that, and they are going to come in and they are going to communicate with you all of their secret internal desires and intentions and love for you, and potentially any other secrets that they have been keeping just because they weren't ready to share it with you yet, or they didn't want you to worry, or they didn't want you to know exactly what was going on their end, which is very common with a lot of divine masculines. And it's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong. It just means that they need to communicate with you when they are ready. Okay. And then we have sacred sexuality. Here it comes back again. Sexual energy is perhaps the strongest motivating force that we humans possess, yet this energy is also one of the most misunderstood and misused energies. Sexual energy, when honored and combined with love, takes on a sacred form and becomes an extraordinary power. This form of sexual energy is the greatest creative force on our planet. Great achievements in all areas of life are possible when we learn to control and direct our sexual energy towards a particular endeavor. Hence, sex magic being so popular too. I mean not in a good way, because karmics use it against us, but this is also very powerful for twin flames coming together. This is also why union is still important, even though there's a lot of people who want to say that it's just about your journey and your awakening. No, the union in itself is important too, because of the way the exponential energy of the sacred union heals the planet and humanity and helps the ascension process. But continuing. Sacred sexuality is a spiritual merging of two souls. This merger may be physical and spiritual, or it can be a purely spiritual one. Both are equally valid and powerful. Sacred sexuality is also a communion with the divine. Reflected through one another, you come face to face with the God goddess of all creation, God goddess of all there is. It is through such a union that you soon experience a most profound sense of love and bliss. This experience will have a profound effect on your life. Honor it, for it is truly sacred. Thank the universe for this blessing. I don't quite have enough time for the last oracle, the Crystal Mandala Oracle, with the messages from Ascended Masters and one Archangel. So I'm going to record one more part 3 video with those messages. Now, to wrap up the messages from the 1111 portal new moon reading, this is the foundation of the spread where I started. I'm getting these messages from the Ascended Masters, from the Crystal Mandala deck. So first we have Ascended Master White Matthew and Danbarite, Original Self. As you progress through your life, learning and growing, you gain wisdom and strength. You grow more radiant and authentic, true to who you are, and as this happens, many of the layers of identity begin to fall away. What you once believed yourself to be is shown to be not much more than clothing your soul wore for a time. You have outgrown it. It is no longer a good fit. It constrains too much, doesn't reflect your personality, vibrancy, uniqueness, and beauty, so you discard it. Perhaps you are able to be more spiritually naked. The sense of who you are becomes simpler. You are just you. Others may or may not get you, but nonetheless, you are still just you. You are freeing yourself from the projections of others, of the world, and simply living as your original, radiant, divine self. Now we have Ascended Master Lao Tzu and Zincite Descending Power. This is the powerful downward current of energy that allows for manifestation, for strengthening of the spiritual connection to the body, and of bringing your light to the earth. In the spiritual tradition, there is much emphasis on energy rising, yet without the balance of descending power, you will feel lost in your mind, scattered in your thinking, and frustrated in your efforts to see the inspired ideas you receive translated into completed tasks in the physical world. The uprising power helps you shift frequencies and access inspiration, whilst the descending power helps you ground to create. There is a time and a place for both the rising and the descending currents of divine energy. You are guided to attend at this time to the descending power to make best progress on your life journey. Next is Ascended Master Mother Mary and Celestite, and unconditional trust. There are times when trust comes easily. Perhaps life is proceeding according to some sort of plan, or you have enough money to feel safe, sufficient prospects on the horizon to feel excited, and enough love in your relationships to feel wanted and valued. Then there are times when it is harder to trust. Perhaps none of the above applies to you. You are lost, feel alone, confused, and without a clear plan or sign of hope ahead. You may be frightened and just want something to lift you out of the darkness and into the light. Your mind and perhaps your family and friends might tell you that this is a time that is crazy to trust. They may tell you that you should try to fix yourself, get real, give up, and get on with life. Do not listen to doubts or negativity in others or yourself. It is safe to trust. The Divine Mother is watching over you and will guide you safely into the new life awaiting you now. Now we have Ascended Master Mary Magdalene and Aqua Aura Quartz Divine Alchemy. Divine alchemy is the art of transmutation, the application of spiritual consciousness to physical form, so profound that an entirely new form evolves. It is irreversible change. It is the coal transformed into the diamond, the lead of sleeping matter, awakened into the radiant gold of consciousness. Successful alchemical transformation requires patience, courage, and a belief in the power of spirit above all else. The radical and permanent transformation effected by divine alchemy may seem miraculous to the outsider viewing the changed form, yet the alchemist knows that when spiritual consciousness meets physical matter, the world will never be the same again. Of course, next is Ascended Master Jesus and Rose Sophia, Meaningful Sacrifice. To manifest your divine destiny, there are times when want must give way to a greater need. It may feel as though you are being denied the very thing that you yearn for the most. However, when meaningful sacrifice is being asked of you, there is a far more generous and loving reality at play. What is being denied now will ultimately create the opportunity for far greater gain. This doesn't necessarily resolve the pain of unfulfilled desire in this moment, but it does soothe your soul with the understanding that if you feel denied, it is only so that your fulfillments can come about in a more extraordinary and generous expression in due course. Lastly, we have Archangel Melchizedek and Selenite, Divine Perfection. Funny enough, I would have thought Melchizedek was an Ascended Master anyway. But as you receive our gift, you will feel a wave of great peace move through your heart and mind. You will know you are exactly as you were divinely designed to be, that your life is proceeding in perfect timing, and that all is well. If there has been a matter causing you concern, allow us to bless that situation with the peaceful grace of the divine now. You shall receive the perfect resolution of that matter in accordance with unconditional love. There is no need to judge yourself for any decision or choice you have ever made. Forgive yourself and others now. There are so many blessings for you to receive and no need for you to hold on to anything out of fear, shame, guilt, or regret. Free yourself as you surrender into realization of divine perfection. So, these messages are so spot on. I know that they're deeper ones this time around. I want you to know that each one applies to the twin flame journey, no matter which stage you're at, but we can't always see all of it from every stage. Like when we're in the earlier stages and we're stuck in the 3D realities, like it can be hard to see a lot of those spiritual realities. So just trust the guidance, work through any resistance you might have towards any of it, because some of it is challenging. And some of it requires a lot of internal growth and seeing from other perspectives. So just dig deep and work through those processes and you will come out the other side. Okay? I hope you guys had a great 11/11 portal and new moon week, and I will talk to you again soon.